Hello, everyone. Welcome to Legally HR, and I teach HR, law, and business studies. This demo video will give you an idea of how I teach. Today's topic is offer and acceptance, the two building blocks of every contract. Let's begin. But before diving deep into the topic, I have a quick question. Suppose you text your friend, I will sell you my laptop for $200. Then you change your mind. Are you legally bound to sell it? Confused? Do not worry. By the end of this 5 minutes, you will know exactly how to answer that. So let's go and understand the concepts first. So, first, we will try to understand what is an offer. An offer is a proposal which is given by one person to the another person, the offeree. And if it is accepted by the another person who is called as the offeree, it creates a binding contract. But, my friends, here's the key. Not everything that sounds like an offer is a legal offer. Yes, you heard that right. Have you seen the price tag in a shop? It is not an offer. Have you seen an ad on the Instagram? It is not an offer. These are called invitations to treat or invitation to offer. I hope you got a clarity about offer and invitation to offer. And why they are called as invitations to treat? Because they are just inviting you to make an offer. Now, let's come to the very important topic that what are the three essential elements of a valid offer? I call it ICC because it's easier to remember. So you can also follow this trick. I stands for intention, C stands for certainty, and the second C stands for communication. Intention. The offerer genuinely means it. For example, I want to sell this particular pen for rupees 10 and genuinely I have an intention to sell this pen to you. Second is certainty. Certainty must be there with respect to price, item, and quantity. For example, I want you to buy 40 pens at rupees 10 each. Now here the price is rupees 10, item is the pen, and quantity 40 pens. The third C is communication. The offer must actually reach the offeree. It is very, very important. So, it should be communicated in a way that reaches to the offeree. So, intention, certainty, and communication. Remember those three. Now, moving on to the another important topic, which is acceptance. Now, friends, what is acceptance? Acceptance is the offeree's unqualified agreement to all the terms of the offer. The key word here is unqualified. I know, it sounds bit heavy. So let me simplify it. What does acceptance means? Acceptance must be a mirror image of the offer. That means it must exactly match the offer. For example, if I offer my pen for 10 rupees and you say, I will take it for rupees 9, that is not acceptance. There is a mismatch of offer. I hope you got the point. And it is called as the counter offer. And what is happening here? This counter offer is killing the original offer which I gave to you, that buy my pen for rupees 10, and it is creating a new one. Also, my friends, please do remember silence is not acceptance. Someone can't say, if you do not reply, I assume you agree to buy my pen. The law does not allow that. Now, did you remember that question which I asked you in the beginning? Let's solve it. Now, for solving that question, we need to answer three questions. First of all, tell me, did you make a valid offer? Now we have seen that there are three essential elements of a valid offer, and we also know what is an offer. So, yes, there was a specific item, specific price, and it was communicated to your friend. So, it was a valid offer. Second question is, did your friend accept before you changed your mind? If yes, you have a binding contract. So, later on, you have changed your mind in this specific example. So, now the question is whether your friend accepted or not before you changed your mind. If you changed your mind, okay, later on, and it was accepted by your friend, that means there is a binding contract. The another important question is, did you revoke in time? So only if you communicated that before their acceptance, before your friend's acceptance, then only it will be called that you revoke in time. So it depends on timing. And in law, timing is everything. Remember, my friends. So now it's time to do a quick recap. What we learned that offer equals to ICC, intention, certainty plus communication. We also talked about what is the difference between an offer and invitation to offer. The price tags we see and the ads that we see on social media platforms, they are not offers, they are invitation to offer. And acceptance must mirror the offer exactly. Remember that example? I wanted you to buy my pen for rupees 10 and you said that you will take it for rupees 9. So there was a mismatch and there was a counter offer and the original offer died. And yes, we also seen a very important line. Silence is never acceptance. And timing of acceptance versus revocation is everything. So friends, these are the foundations of contract law. And once you understand this, everything else in contract makes sense. Thank you for watching, and I hope this gives you a feel for how I teach. See you in the class.